Leo, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early February 2024. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know, I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes in the energy and see what's happening for the lovely Leos out there. My guides, talk to me. What do we got for the beautiful Leo collective? And I hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's get it going here. Please and thank you. And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Leo in early February, please. And thank you. It's happening for my friends. Usually your first card here pops out super quick. There it is. So something about your energetic connections are being really highlighted here, Leo, with this card. And yeah, whether it's personal relationships or otherwise, you see the imagery of this and it is very intense and powerful. Now, before we fully dive into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the February subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk more about this card. So, if we look at the image here, we see it's a picture of a man. There's also a woman. It looks like she's coming out of the mirror here. And I don't think it's very creepy. I mean, it could be the plot for a horror film, right? But the main thing I see with this card is, yeah, there could be an implied distance between you and another individual. But the main vibe I'm picking up, if we're not talking distance, if we're not talking travel, is those that we have an emotional bonding connection with. Now, it is my personal belief, and I always mention it whenever this card comes out, that when we form bonds with people, whether it's really good friends, whether it's family members, whether it is romantic, we form some sort of emotional bonding connection, sort of like a cord or a string. And there's an energetic exchange. Like some people, they take a lot out of you. Some you pour in a lot of energy into them. Some people give you life, they give you energy. You want to look for something that's a bit equal. So when Spirit shows this card in the very front end, it does say like, hey, there should be something you're taking a look at. Your emotional connections, your energetic bonds. Is there something draining you? Is there something you're giving more of your energy towards than it's coming back? Now, it doesn't always have to be a challenge, right? This could just represent a person that you are very closely bonded to, highlighted here for their importance. So we're just going to put that down right there. Let's get into tarot now. And I always say the first card here, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. So let's get you 3 tarot cards in the upright. Then we'll get into the intuitive juiciness. So let's shuffle it up one time for the lovely, lovely Leos, please. And while we get the deck ready and shuffled up, let's talk about last week's reading, my friends. It was titled A Surprising Offer. Now remember, that energy could still bleed over for the coming days and weeks. And I would not be surprised if you get various different types of opportunities and offers this time, okay? So once again, whether it is work-related, whether it's people-related, I felt like so much offering coming towards you, okay? So keep your eyes peeled, regardless of what this reading says, because it felt very powerful. But as you know, every reading is different. Energy is very fluid. It's never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or someone that you're linked to. So let's get 3 cards out here for the Leos, please. My guides. Let's see what's happening early February 2024. What's happening with my Leos? Yep, so specific. All right, 2 of Cups. So just like what I was speaking about with this card here, it's showing up once again. So we have a little more reiteration. This could be representing that person literally, okay? We'll get into this further. But the 2 of Cups in position number 1. All right, so we have some reassurance here about what I was saying with that very first card. Okay, we have the 4 of Swords, rest, a break period possibly, taking some time to recuperate. That's a big possibility as well. I like the 4 of Swords. Might be on someone's mind in a very big way with that card, and they could be dreaming about you. Wow. Okay, we got the Lovers as well. All right, Leo. So I think we get the point of what this reading could possibly be about. Okay, like other individuals are showing up here in a very big way. Could be multiple. So let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes. Then we'll get into that juicy, intuitive stuff. But at first glance, I'm looking down here. We have a lot of internal energy happening. On the back end, we have so much air. which is of the mind. It's also communication. We also have cups, which is emotion. So there's all these energies are internal. At least that's how I read it. And on the extreme ends, the Two of Cups, the Lovers, this first oracle card, they are all very similar, except we kind of see a progression in something becoming more. Okay, so even if you're not dealing with any relationship things in this time, we could just be looking at people that you have a very close bond with, or something evolving, right? That's another vibe I'm picking up already, especially with the Four of Swords, like starting out slow, a cocoon or a metamorphosis of some kind into something much bigger. So let's go through piece by piece and really start to build this out. Position number one, we have the Two of Cups. So as I've mentioned a couple of times already, in this reading, my simplistic style, when I see cards like this and the Lovers, it could literally just be talking about someone you care very deeply for. Two of Cups and the Lovers are so similar. This is a card of soul bonds and soul ties. Once again, whether it's romance, whether it's family, whether it's a friend, there's a lot of people and a lot of close tied energy within here. So just know in the coming days and weeks, you might be very affected by the energy of those that you're connected to. You might be feeling their vibes and their energies really powerfully. Now, as with all twos, it could represent decisions, the Two of Cups. It could be choices aside from partnerships. So usually this is an extremely harmonious card. And that's the same thing I could say about the Lovers. There's a lot of harmonious energy here, but we're really going to want to dig into the deeper aspects of it when we clarify. Because and I always like to mention the challenges as well as the positives of this card. Even though it's harmonious, even though it's really nice and easygoing, it could represent disharmony if it's in the reverse. Now, moving to the center, we have the Four of Swords. This card has a lot of nuance. This is an extremely spiritual card. Now, of course, this could represent things that are coming to a pause, a stop, a halt. So, yeah, maybe there was some sort of break or stop or pause of some sort. I don't want to yet say ending. The Four of Swords isn't really moving type of energy. So when I see it, I think of health and wellness. In this time, you might need to take a rest, a recuperation, or a break of some sort when this card is in the mix. It is closely tied into the realm of sleep. So for a lot of you, you could be having interesting dreams. There might be individuals that are popping up into your dreams. They might even be dreaming about you when we have all these cards all mixed up together. The Four of Swords to me is regeneration. So with the way the energy is flowing, starting with the Two of Cups, moving into the Four of Swords, into the Lovers, there could be a big change or a metamorphosis happening. I'm already feeling that here. Now, what are the challenges of the Four of Swords? This card could, once again, represent delays, blockages, things getting in the way, stubborn individuals as well. So it's something that we want to take a look at for sure. Okay, it's also extremely spiritual. So just like I've been saying, when we have spiritual cards linked here, your empathy could be extra heightened, like sensitivity to energy and all that stuff. Now, moving to the back end, we have the Lovers. So the full embodiment of all the things we've been seeing with the first oracle card, now this Two of Cups. For a portion of you, this could just represent a Gemini that you're connected to. And this card could sometimes represent choices and decisions. Remember, it doesn't specifically have to be a lover. It's just someone that you have a soul tie with, or someone that is really closely emotionally attached to you. When I see the Lovers, it doesn't just represent that to me as well. Archangel Raphael is on it. This is a card of spiritual protection. So there's a lot of spirituality within this spread as well. Archangel Raphael does deal with healing. So when it's next to the Four of Swords, a lot of you could be in a time of intense personal healing, soul cleansing, things like that. But once again, the Lovers is an extremely harmonious card. Okay, so when we see all these harmonious energies, could be something moving in a positive direction. So we really want to dive deeper on all of it, Leo. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle here for Leo, please. My God, Spirit Team, talk to me. And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Two of Cups. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to Leo, you drop it right down in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, Two of Cups time. And once again, if we're not talking about connections, the clarifier could just tell us how someone you're connected to is feeling or what they might be going through. So let's get that Two of Cups going. Why is that Two of Cups here? Good. Okay. Yeah, so it does feel with this Three of Swords that there is someone that you are connected to that, and I want to say that they're angry, hurt, or mad. That could absolutely be a possibility, but there is some sort of uncomfortable energy here between you and another individual. I'm not calling that in. I'm not saying that's going to come up. Now, the Three of Swords also represents people outside of ourselves. So interestingly, Leo, your reading this week, it's pointed at those around you. It's pointed at those that you surround yourself with. So just know that's very important for you to like take stock and pay attention to those that you're surrounding yourself with. How are they affecting your energy in a big way? Now, the Three of Swords, it's one of the more iconic cards in the tarot deck. It does represent pain. It represents anxiety. It represents nervousness. All of these things. And I always say it's on a spectrum. It could be very minor. It could be very major. So yeah, maybe you are going through some difficulties or problems or falling out with someone that's very close to you. But remember, we also have this rest period. We need to see how it all matures and continues to go. I like it. I mean, the way it looks so far, I mean, I don't like that someone you're connected to is in pain, but the way the energy's flowing already, like we're starting here. This could be the root of the issue, but it could get much better as we move along. And I'm already feeling that. So we're just going to put the Three of Swords. Sure, once again, this could be someone that they're a little upset, could be a little pain involved, could even be nerves or anxiety. But we'll see how this break period does. Let's keep moving. And yeah, I feel like the majority of the energy in your reading this week is how others' energy is affecting you in a powerful way. So let's go in on that Four of Swords. Why is the Four of Swords here? Thank you. I mean, my friends, we have a repeating three. So I want to mention this, Leo, with the Three of Cups underneath the Four of Swords. Okay, they're somebody taking a break or trying to find their happiness or trying to rejuvenate. I'm seeing that in a very, very huge way. But I just want to mention once again, all the repeating themes that we have so far with the Oracle card, the Two of Cups, the Lovers. Now we have the repeating threes. A lot of this energy is affected to others, right? Or how they're affecting you. Now, the Three of Cups is beautiful energy. It's happiness, it's joyousness, it's merriment. And I do have to mention the fact that there's Three of Swords, Three of Cups, and all these partnerships showing up here. Don't let other people get involved in your one-on-one partnerships. Like that could be a thing. Maybe some of you are dealing with some difficult third-party things. I don't want to speculate too much on that because I don't like to throw that as the only message. But the Three of Cups is generally happy. And when I see it under a card of rest, of recuperation, to me it is somebody that needs a well-deserved break to find this happiness, to find their centering and their balance, okay? So for some of you, yeah, this might be someone you've lost touch with and they're rejuvenating in one way or another. Remember, we saw a little pain up here in the front. What we really want to take a look at is what the end result of all this energy is. And I would say in this time, don't let other people get in your business, okay? Because there might be other people trying to get in your business, get in between you and another person. That's what you don't want, okay? And once again, your reading this week, it's like not centered around you, really. It's centered around those that are around you. So let's go in on the Lovers here and see what's up. So yeah, there is this person that could be hurting, anxious, nervous, whatever, but there's a rejuvenation period. Let's go in on the Lovers and see what's up. Why are the Lovers here? Thank you. I mean, my friends, we have the Knight of Cups in the upright under the Lovers. This is absolutely beautiful energy. And one other thing I want to point out here in this week's reading, every single one of these cards are internal energies here, Leo. So yes, we have other people, but we have a lot of cups, which is emotion. We have a lot of swords, which is the mind. So in this time, watch out for little battles between the heart and mind. That could absolutely be happening here. But we have the Knight of Cups, water sign energy. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This is Prince Charming. It's a lover boy. It's someone that gives and offers a ton of love. And something I'm picking up here is a possible either a return or they're back type of energy. Like they're back or someone's returning or coming back around. So for a lot of Leos in this time, remember I did say, yeah, there's this little possible fallout, rejuvenation period. With the Knight of Cups underneath the Lovers, it's like coming back with a vengeance or coming back better than ever. So I wouldn't be surprised in this time for a lot of Leos. And it doesn't just have to be romantic. It could be anyone you've lost touch with. if they come back and try to touch base. That could be a big possibility. But remember, this Knight of Cups is all about love offers and love in general. So there could be a lot of people knocking on your door in this time, especially with all the 2s and then 3s. There's a popularity in this energy as well. I know Leos are usually very popular people, and it's showing up in your spread this week. So just know they're back, or someone's returning. Something along those lines is showing up here in a very, very big way. Let's go through and do a quick recap, then we'll get into a shadow card. And once again, before we go through the whole thing, and I've been saying it since the very beginning, this energy this week is really focused outside of yourself. So the energy of other people around you could be affecting you in big ways. But position number 1 before the shadow card, we have the 2 of Cups, 3 of Swords. There is some sort of pain here. So whether it is some sort of fallout that you've had with somebody, whether they're hurt, whether they're in pain, whether they're anxious or nervous or mad, whatever it might be, that's their business. But it is showing up here, right here in the front. There's like this pain connected. Now moving to the center, we have the 4 of Swords with the 3 of Cups, the happiness. And to me, this did feel like somebody trying to find their centering, find their balance and their grounding. I did also say don't let other people get involved in your business or get between you and others or anything like that. That could get a little sticky with the repeating 3s. But the main thing I'm picking up here is like a metamorphosis period or someone recharging the batteries. Onto the back end, we do have the Lovers with the Knight of Cups in the upright. Once again, it's like they're back, or they are back type of energy, or someone possibly returning with a vengeance in a powerful way here. Now for a portion of you, yeah, if that's not something you're interested with the healing and then the Knight of Cups, you might find some emotional solace, emotional healing, and find your center, which could be really good. But I see a big popularity around the Leos in this time and an extremely strong internal energy. So watch out for battles between the heart and the mind, but I like what I'm seeing overall. Please take a screenshot. Let's get you a shadow card here, Leo. Let's see what's in the shadows for you, my friends. Talk to me, my gods. What do we got for Leo here? Please and thank you. And yes, I always like to pull one shadow card at the very end just to see whether it's something within you or something you don't quite see. Shadow card doesn't always have to be a challenge, so let's get you one. What is in the shadows for Leo? Oh, and yes, if you've made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it down in the comments below. It's a beautiful way to support the channel. Obviously, no pressure, but just got to mention it. Let's get you one shadow card. Just to put a bow on top of this reading. What's up with Leo, please? Thank you. All right, 5 of Pentacles. So this is an isolationist type of energy. Kind of makes sense with what we have here in the center. The 4 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles. When this shows up in the shadows and you see the image here, it has our good pal Sasquatch there watching the campers do their thing. So this can really depict some sort of separation. When I see the 5 of Pentacles, the first warning I always give is watch out for money, watch out for overspending, things like that, impulse purchases and buys. But when I see this, it is a card of isolation. So some Leos in this time, maybe you've had a recent time of isolation. This could be someone else that's lonely too. Remember, the shadow card doesn't just have to represent you. This could be someone you're connected to feeling a sense of isolation or loneliness here. Okay, but once again, with what we saw within the reading itself, it's not going to last forever. I could say that. For some of you, it could just be a warning in regards to work and monetary things, like take it slow and budget properly. So yeah, Leo, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the February subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the January subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced after this week's fire and air sign readings. But before we jump into this month's subscriber surprise, I just have a couple of really quick announcements. First and foremost, if you've been trying to hunt me down for a personal reading, my digital calendar is now up on mastermetaphysics.com. You can find that down in the description. So it has all the information if you'd like to book a personal reading with me. Second, I also opened up a P.O. box. I know a lot of people have been wanting to write me or send me various different things. That is also in the description. I'll be doing an update on Master Metaphysics later this week with a bunch of goodies like the pendants, crystal bracelets, and things like that. But for the February subscriber surprise, I'll be giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Everyday Witches Tarot. It's one of my go-to decks. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments which tarot suit vibes with you the best. Is it the fiery wands? Is it the earthy pentacles, the emotional cups, or the logical swords? You'll be entered to win, and at the end of February, the winners will be announced in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you again soon.